we've been working with a number of our partners in the pharma space to deliver on their strategy, to move from strategy to execution, which is a challenge for most. We've spoken with many stakeholders who have strategies from some of the big four consulting firms, and they're struggling to actually orchestrate the strategy to deliver value for the organizations. So we're very excited that we've been brought into some of these organizations to leverage our experience from different industries to show them how to actually make omnichannel real. And that's really where the secret sauce is for Rower, how we deliver it. And I think the key is to understand more than just the pharma domain and understand how technology is being leveraged in other industries to deliver on omni-channel type of solutions. Because as we'll see, as we kind of go through the presentation a little bit, multi-channel is common, omni-channel is very difficult. And we have tools, techniques, strategies to actually deliver on that promise of true omni-channel for organizations. And we'll talk about why that's important. So what is omni-channel? For most people, if you're not familiar with pharma, people who are here listening who are in pharma, they understand very intuitively why omni-channel is important, especially as the landscape is shifting. There's more competition, there's more drugs coming to market, and there's different ways that customers or consumers are looking to actually engage with their particular pharmaceutical companies, the brands, et cetera. So there's what we look at as two lanes for omnichannel. From an execution standpoint, you have your HCP, targets where you're actually aiming to influence the actual healthcare provider and the drugs that they prescribe to their patients. And then you have the patients who are coming, trying to explore, understand the side effects, what the drugs can do, how they can be beneficial, and learn more about products before they actually are on the prescription. And then there are some who are on the prescription who are seeking additional information around potential side effects or different other information that they're looking to understand about the particular drug that may have been prescribed to them. Now, how you target HCPs is pretty straightforward. It's easier to do for many organizations. Now, when you're thinking about targeting patients or potential customers, that requires a little art and science, which is what we specialize here at Rower in doing and delivering tools that support these types of initiatives. So most omni-channel efforts, they're well-intentioned, they fall short of the goal of actually delivering a true omni-channel experience. And omni-channel, for those who are less familiar, is just an experience that makes the marketing from a consumer standpoint seem as though it's all cohesive and that you are actually taking that customer on a journey that doesn't have a disconnected, disjointed feel. So if a customer engages with some email marketing material and then they go to a website or they land on social media, each component of your marketing should reinforce the prior step. So if you receive email information introducing you to a drug and the side effects, when you engage in the next marketing touch point or come across more content on a different channel, it should reinforce that messaging and support moving that customer towards greater and greater understanding of what the product offers. So in order to do that, you have to have an understanding of the strategy that you want to execute and how to go about that. You have to understand some of the tools and technologies that exist and how to unlock the full potential of these tools. And that's where we really shine as an organization. So we say most teams have the tech. They have Salesforce, they have Viva, CRM, they have IQVIA data, Symphony data, they have Adobe, and they also leverage Google Analytics relatively, frequently and heavily. However, very few have orchestration, and at Rower, we know how to do both. So where's the opportunity and why is it often missed? Many organizations we've seen, they have many great slide decks illustrating the need for strategy, many pages of strategy, not a whole lot of execution. So in order to move from multi-channel to omni-channel, you need both. You need the strategy, but you also need a roadmap for how to deliver from a technology standpoint. And that's what we actually help organizations do. And we've done that for many organizations that have really seen the value of stepping forward in this process and walking with us along the road to delivering a true omni-channel experience. So for example, if you're trying to target a physician and you want to understand how they're thinking about your drug relative to some of your competitors and which ones they're prescribing, if you're talking to physicians and you're trying to influence their decision to go with your particular drug relative or in place of a competitive drug, there's a few things you need to think about from a physician standpoint. So you want to target those physicians. You want to deliver, some ads, some information to them, whether that's, through email channels, whether that's through social media. Here's an example of a sample physician journey when it comes to sending out marketing material. This is a common situation for how you engage with physicians to influence their script writing tendencies, whether they're going to write a script for your drug or a competitor drug. You need to understand these are the potential touch points from a physician's standpoint that are going to influence their decision. Now, understanding these touch points requires you to then understand how to orchestrate an experience that is effective with driving script change or script lift for your particular drug. And in order to do this, you have to target them effectively across your channels and then sync those channels in a way that allows them to feel cohesive. So what we do at Rower is help you move from just the separate tools to actually transformation. So our system requires a tightly coupled strategy and execution layer, understanding how to orchestrate the experience. And then there's a workflow orchestration component because within Omnichannel, there are a lot of decisions that need to be made around regulations, compliance, messaging, the actual copy, the images that are presented. And those things need to be aligned across the organization so that each function or each department that's responsible for a specific section of that workflow is empowered to do their job while also keeping their job in sync with the other corresponding needs that have to happen in order to deliver content successfully to the actual end user and the stakeholder, whether it's HCP or whether it's a patient or consumer. So we've done this across a number of organizations. You see some here on the screen, and we're looking forward to partner with others who are looking to deliver a winning omni-channel orchestration strategy and execution. So here are some key steps that most teams overlook. Number one is aligning the CX design with the business KPIs. Number two is actually building an insight layer before launching your omni-channel strategy. And then number three is treating the data not just as a reporting function, but as an actual product. And then finally is closing that loop and tracking the outcomes of your omni-channel execution to understand how you can improve, tweak, optimize so that you can have greater impact and bring greater value for your organization. So here's what we deliver. We want to help you deliver a clear strategy, something that you can deliver on realistically. We want to start small to basically manage the risk and then increase the chances of success. So we always start with a 90-day strategy, something that you're going to get some tangible outcome within 90 days. We develop an implementation plan. We outline a blueprint of the current data, tools, and processes that you have and identify any gaps, because what most people are looking for is platform-driven acceleration. We've talked to many stakeholders who say, hey, we have the tools, we have the tech. We're not looking to purchase new tools. We want to maximize the value of the tools we do have, and we help them do exactly that. Only buy new tools and invest in new tools and technology if you must have it, and we have some suggestions for the orchestration piece that we're very, very excited about. We're going to keep those cards close to our chest. And we've showcased the capabilities to our clients, and we're executing on those at the moment. And we're very excited to actually share more about what people are doing. And I will give you a little hint. Most people are using Adobe Workfront, and we know Adobe Workfront is a great tool, but there's better tools for omni-channel orchestration. And we've proven that, and we're happy to kind of share that with those who are interested. So we then pilot certain use cases that deliver on next best action, next best customer models for especially HCPs. For the patient side, it requires a little more thought and execution. We have some strategies and proven approaches that we can share with those who are interested to show how to actually deliver that value. And then we do a current state audit and a gap map, and then we deliver an omni-channel journey plan so that you understand what it's going to look like, because these things do not happen overnight. Many of our omni-channel strategy engagements have taken multiple years to deliver on the promise. But we walk with our clients on that journey so they understand they have a partner who is with them. And then we deliver a system, because what's really missing in many of these situations is a systematic approach and an architecture that connects the dots, and you deliver a platform for omni-channel execution and orchestration that is seamless and is connected, it's well connected, so that you can actually have a true omni-channel experience versus you're doing something over here on this channel, that channel, and this feels disconnected, which is what many people arrive at from multi-channel. And then from there, we add additional tools, reports, dashboards, et cetera, to help you understand what's happening within your omni-channel execution layer to understand what can be improved, optimized, modified, et cetera. So think of it as define, build, scale. That's what we do. Phase 1 is define. Phase 2 is build. Phase 3 is scale. So that's how we operate with our partners. We're looking forward to showcasing more in future videos around how exactly we do this. Because many people say, hey, people talk about how to do it. We actually have proof. We have the actual technology, working software, showcasing omnichannel excellence, omnichannel orchestration at scale. And we've done this for multi-billion-dollar organizations. And we have the proof points to kind of showcase that we know how to go beyond just the slide decks talking about strategy. We actually know how to execute. Let's talk. If you're interested in how to move from strategy, if you're getting frustrated with many of the things that have been brought to your organization from others, if you're frustrated in your role trying to figure out how to actually deliver the value and the results, reach out, let's talk, and we'll showcase exactly how we do this for other organizations and deliver on the promise of omnichannel.